Hello everyone, this is the Tin Man. I've got something really interesting to look at here. You know, there's this bowl in this tree here. So I came up here and I scraped back the ice. I'll show you a better look at the tree and stuff in a minute. Look at that discoloring there. That's, you know, basically not scraped back the ice, I pulled back this snow. It snowed during the night here. It was funny, in the middle of the night I got up, because I've been sick for a couple of days, you might hear it a little bit in me. So I got up, and I went out and looked out the window, and opened the window and everything, and it was so dry and warm, and so much of the snow was just disappearing. You know, this is a desert area, so however that you can familiarize with it. Anyway, so having said that, yeah, I was hoping it wasn't going to be snow, but it's okay. So it snowed. So this would have gotten covered by the snow, just like we see right here in the tree. But isn't that interesting? Have you ever seen something quite like that before? Or have you ever climbed up and looked at the bole of a tree? These are made for a reason, to some extent, I believe, where they can have concoctions. They will collect grub. They'll do lots of different things. Maybe they think of it for the birds more than themselves. But those kind of things do go on. Let's give us a better view of this. See, look at that, almost looks printed a little backwards even. They might be learning how to do letters, or somewhat letters. And look at, so they just know to do plus plus, so they're doing all this plus plus plus. So you see that? So they got C plus I plus H plus Y. And if you came really close into there, you might end up deciding on your own when you're out there looking and trying to figure out that that mark comes into the closeness of the realms of their marks that you detect. See, that's all up to you to understand that people don't come by and scribble on the trees all the time. We're not doing it like with knives and stuff. We're not trying to clear something off. We're not pulling all this bark off this tree. This tree is not meant to be a bark losing tree. It isn't. It's being pulled off. And once you really start studying, you guys, then you really start to, like, because I've even done this where I've gone up to security people before for park areas, and the person was in the park area, and I said, in this in particular park, it had a lot of cutting in the trees. And I said, do you know how that happens? And he goes, got no idea. And I said, you think it's the homeless or just kids and stuff? And he says, nope, he doesn't think it's the homeless or the kids. He just got no idea of how it goes on. He's a security guard who watches for those kind of things. He's more so into that, whatever he has to secure, than a cop having to secure everything. So the guy answered quickly and honestly. He was a bright fellow. And he basically helps concrete words of support that there's a lot of peculiar things going on. And people pick up on this even as being a peculiar, but they don't put it out there. They don't say to their friend next time they're talking to him at the coffee house, hey, you see those trees down at the park that are still covered in leaves? You know, what's with that? And then buddy will go, oh, that's just because that happens like this and that. And then maybe there's another guy at the table that says, no, haven't you watched that Tin Man guy? Or haven't you watched that, you know, I can't throw any shout outs right now and just blank, but you get me. So I'm going to go over to my little experiment spot over there in just a moment. Peace out. Thanks for listening.